Okay, welcome back to Loquist English Language Services, and today we're talking about reading for fluency. Reading for fluency. And there's three main aspects to reading for fluency. There's vocabulary, comprehension, and then the fluency itself. And we'll be talking about fluency. Now, what is fluency? Fluency is the ability to read for long periods of time without stopping and remembering what you read. This is one of the most difficult aspects of English. Now, look at this woman sitting in the library reading books and remembering what she reads, I hope. But why is fluency hard? Well, when people see a word that they don't know, they tend to stop and they look it up. And they look in their phones, they look in their dictionaries, and they don't spend a lot of time reading, and this can make you tired. It can make you frustrated. It's not very effective. So how do we improve our fluency? What can we do to become better readers, more effective readers, more efficient readers? Because a lot of your graduate school is going to be doing this, being reading. Now, we need to practice reading without stopping to look up words. We have to figure out how to read without looking up words. And I like this website, Spreeder.com. So this is Spreeder.com, Spreeder.com, and what it does is it allows you to put a reading passage in this field here, and as you can see this field, and then it will play this like a teleprompter. Now what I like to do is I like to go find a short story to practice with, and I like to go to eslfast.com, and here you'll see there's a story about a boy who starts a huge fire. You could also do this with the New York Times if you like, but I'll start with something simple like a short story about a boy who starts a huge fire. So what you do is you copy and paste the story, okay, and you put it into the field here, okay, and here you'll see that we have the story. Now, when you go to Spreed, it will begin by giving you the option of going one word at a time. Now that's too fast, and that's not how we read. That's not an effective way of reading. So let's go to settings, and I like to go to 4 words or so, and you can hit save, and now you'll see that if you go back, you'll have 4 words at a time. Okay. Now, of course, this might still be too fast. So if it's too fast, we can go back to words per minute. Now, depending on your level, I like to start about 125 words per minute. That's for an intermediate level in my opinion. And I hit save. I go back to the beginning and I hit play. Now, this is important because it allows you to continue reading without stopping. You need to practice reading without stopping so that you can be comfortable. Now, you need to decide what words you want to stop and look up. But my recommendation is you should do this without stopping. Just watch the whole thing and see how much of it you understand, right? Now, important thing is, if you see a word that you don't understand many times, that's a good word to look up. If you see a word several times that you don't understand, then you can stop and look it up. But you don't want to stop and look up every single word. That makes fluency more difficult. In your language, when you read, if you come to a word you don't understand, usually you can get that meaning from the context of the sentence. Okay? So, as you can see here, the story will cycle through, it will keep continuing, and you can read as fast or as slow as you want. I use this with my intermediate classes, I use it with my advanced classes. Okay, I'm going to stop here. And you can go over and you can even choose a more difficult. So you can take something like from the New York Times. Cut and paste this. You can go back to Spreeder, back to the beginning. Okay, you can put it in there and you can spreed. Now, Let me show you something. Now, as a native English speaker and a pretty good reader, I can go to 300 words per minute, save it, and I can read this. I can understand this. If there's words I don't know, I just keep going. It's also important to remember that when you read, you do not read word by word, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. You don't read one word by one word. Okay, you don't read one word by one word. What you actually do in your language and in English, I do it in English as well, is you actually read by several words. You read by a chunk of words. This is how you read effectively and efficiently. You see the whole group of words. Okay? Now remember, if this is too fast, you can go even slower, go down to 100 words per minute. Okay? If you'd like, and it can go much more slowly. But this is a very effective tool that I use with my classes, with my students, that I use with professionals, with academics. And this is something you can do every day for 10 minutes and it will help you. Okay? And if you have any questions, of course, please let us know.